Hello and a very good afternoon, good morning, welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us once again. Indeed, if it's the first time you've joined us today, happy Monday and hello. Welcome to the start of a brand new week and the start of a brand new event here on Crafters TV. This week it is all about our Make Me a Winner week. Make me a winner! Where it's your chance to not only win actual vouchers, but also to win as far as the deals are concerned as well. Now, right throughout this week, each and every day, we're going to be asking you to send in pictures of makes, things that you have popped together. There will be a different theme each and every day. Today's theme is papier. Now, if you have made anything recently with paper, send in the picture. Now, a lot of people I know have been posting up their makes on the socials, which is fine because we all love to take inspiration and see what you've been doing on Facebook and Insta, all those kind of things. If you do pop them up there and you don't send them in to us, they won't be entered into the competition. So if you have got a make you want to share, you want to enter into today's competition, you need to email studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Now, what will happen for all of those makes, and by the way, we realistically need those in by the end of this show, don't we? Yes, because we will be looking through all of those, and producer Nicola has already told me that there are hundreds of these already. But we're going to narrow them down to 5, all right? And then in Monday Makers later on, we're going to show the top 5, if you like, and then you're going to get to vote for your favourite. And one of those will be crowned the winner, and that person will win a voucher to spend with us here at Crafters Companion. Whoop whoop! So send in your pics, try and do it by the end of this show, because as I say, we'll have a lot to kind of fish through in between times. But we look forward to seeing your makes, and hopefully yours makes the top 5. So that's one thing to be excited about. But yes, if it doesn't win today, there will be other chances to win this week because we're doing it each and every day. But listen, if you're not a winner as far as sending in your cards are concerned, you will be a winner as far as the deals are concerned, because we've got a daily deal each and every day. When you spend £10, $10 or €10, today's daily deal is incredible. It is our, put it on the side. There. Today's free gift is our butterfly swing die, which you will get in your shopping basket for free when you spend over £10 or $10. That's a really great treat to have, and you'll be a winner because you've got a freebie. The other thing you're going to absolutely love is we've got brand new daily deals each and every day where you get freebies within those deals. And I'll take you through today's daily deal in just a few moments' time. However, let's say a few hellos, and let's say the most important hello that there is to do. Not you, George, not you, not you. The most important hello is the lovely lady providing the inspiration over the other side of the studio. We've not seen her in ages. Well, I mean, I saw her this morning, but before then, we've not seen her in ages. It is the one and only Michelle McCarthy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. I always do a little curtsy. I wonder why.
I don't know why that is. Oh. I will bow back at you. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Masterclass. All things, well, we've got a real mixture, haven't we? All things sort of paper themed, isn't it, I suppose, really?
Yeah. I think we've got a little bit of everything. So I'll show you some of the things that we've got coming up. So I love these.
Yes.
I love these. They are so simple, but yet so amazingly gorgeous. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful.
Hello.
So we've got another one. So you're going to bring in all your stencils, all your inks, your stamps, your embossing. I mean, absolutely. So that friend, die cut it out, run it through, through your machine with an embossing folder, and you've got the embossed word on the front. You don't just have to colour them or ink them up.
Yeah.
So I love those. And then again, get it the right way this time. Those beautiful, simple create cards that we've got. So that one's been used to stencil through. But then when you open it up,
that's incredible.
You've got the lovely pop out in the middle. So yeah, not just for just die cutting. We're looking at these in lots of different ways, but they're just simply beautiful on their own, as is I think everything on the show today. Simply beautiful on its own. I mean, look at that. How gorgeous is that? But yet you can really then go to town with it.
Oh wow.
So for this one, look at that.
Stack them all up.
Really stack them up, yeah. And then another one of my favourites, I love these embossing folders. So these ones with that aperture that you can cut out in the middle. Nice and beautiful inked and coloured. I love this one. So this is quite beautifully simple, but I love the colours that's been coloured up in. It is just absolutely beautiful. And the depth that they've got. Whose is that? Oh, it's Rebecca Davis. That's.
Is that just the piece from the aperture popped into the centre? Is that stuck in the centre, or is it?
Yeah. So if I open that up for you, the
fine.
centre has been just stuck on that, glued down artistically, and then stuck on there, and then these again. So these lovely 3D embossing panels. That is one that we saw this morning. That is perfect. Actually, it's perfect for the background, but look at it all on its own. It looks amazing with nothing on there. And then another one. Again, the ones that you would maybe think is perfect for a background, actually, it's brilliant on its own. And then, I love this one. I think this is quite clever. So again, we've used that lovely knit in the back to do a whole background, but yet then die cut them into little tags.
Are they like little hot water bottles? They do. It's winter wishes. That's what I thought they were. But yeah. Yeah.
So that is what we have got coming up in this show.
Amazing. A plethora of great products to bring to you, some great demonstrations as well. Just as a by-the-by, not that it really matters, I'm here for the first hour of the show. Lily will be taking over presenting duties for the second hour of the show, but lots to get involved in, lots to love about the show, and lots to get in touch with us about as well. Rachel's on the socials once again. Teresa is in saying, good morning, lovely crafters, from Peoria, Illinois. Hello. Hi to Nanuti, who says hello from France. Hi also to, oh, they're all speaking French now. Bonjour. Ça va? Oui, ça va bien. Clarice is in from South Carolina. Hello. Hi also to Laura Gray. Thea's in saying hoi hoi, hoi hoi, pepperoi. Hey to Zoe Cover. I wish you could hear the guys when they join in. They say hello to everybody. Zoe's in saying afternoon. Oh, afternoon to Charlotte, who says good afternoon, everyone. Rachel just saying your favourite show intro music. You will know that is not true. Masterclass. I'm not a big fan. If I was high enough up the food chain to sort of say, oh, can we change the music a bit? I would change the music to Masterclass.
Yes.
I know people enjoy it, but it's fine. That's fine. If you like it, don't like it, it's up to you. Ben's in, Ben McCarthy.
Oh, bless.
Joe's in from snowy South Dakota. And Terry Anderson, lovely Terry, says, Michelle, I love the new look. So glad to see you again. All of your makes are so wonderful. You have an individual folder in my YouTube library.
Oh,
you've made it because you've got a folder in Terry's library. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Now, listen, let us get going with today's deals. Let's have a look at today's daily deal, which is this Essentials 9-piece collection. This here a bag. Now, the deal on this is incredible. It should be £45 or $75. What you get within the bundle is a free portable craft tool. Now, this again is just fantastic because they're taking the mickey out of me in the gallery, because you've got this wonderful portable craft tool. As I said earlier, what I was trying to show you earlier on, it's big, it's capacious in here, so I said I can get my whole hand in there easily. And I've got a big hand, and I said you could wear it as a glove, because you can fit that much in there, as you can see. You've also got 2 smaller pockets in there as well for popping in bits and pieces. And at the front here, open up this extra pocket, which is perfect for storing in things like your pens, or as I said earlier on, you could use this as like a flower forming bag. You could pop your ball tools in there, you could pop other bits and pieces in here, maybe store some inks in there alongside, maybe your finished makes could go in there. It's entirely up to you. But anyway, that comes to you for free when you buy this 9-piece collection. And the other brilliant thing to say about this particular collection that you've got here is if you were to pop all of these items into your bag or into your cart individually, then you'll be paying an extra £10 or $20 over the price that you're paying today. So, craft room essentials. Ruler, 30 centimetre ruler. You've got all your measurements and guides on there. You've also got that metallic strip down the side. So if you're using that to cut with your craft knife, you're not going to ruin the ruler. You get that craft knife included. Alongside that, you get 5 extra blades. And the great thing about this, aside from the ruler, everything that I'm showing you here is going to fit in your bag like your bone folders, which are included as well. Making sure your projects are getting off to a good start by including those, making sure your folds are burnished and creased properly. You've got 4 of our tweezers in there as well. So you've got your flat end tip, your straight point tip, your angle point tip, and then the needle point tip tweezers. They're included. Also, you're going to get glue pens, are really handy glue pens, which come in 3 different sizes. So the 3mm, 4mm, and then also the 0.7mm nib. So absolutely perfect for kind of gluing your, I suppose, more intricate die cuts. Then you've got Craft Room Essentials in Pokey Tools, 2 of those included. Alongside that, you have got your edge crimper, or crimpler, as Craigie calls it. And then last but by no means least, a set of our scissors. And it's the 6-inch scissors that you're getting there as well. These really are incredible. Japanese stainless steel, non-stick, and they are the best scissors, I think, that you'll ever get your hands on. As far as like a Craft Room Essentials toolkit is concerned, you've pretty much got everything that you need right there. And remember, you're not even paying full price for that. And you're also going to get for free the portable tool bag. This will not be here tomorrow. This is today's daily deal. So if you want it, pick it up today. And if you do go for that, you'll also get included that because you're spending over £10 or $10. That is today's free gift. £28 or $40 is the price on that one. If you love it, please do snap it up. But we're going to start with the shape words. So I'll quickly show you these before we get onto our first demonstration. Details coming up for you here. Great price on this bundle today. Absolutely phenomenal, actually. It's a 5-piece, 10-die collection because you've got the main die, then you've got that outer die there as well. That is an incredible price, actually. You're only paying £22.40 or $24.80 if you're in the US for that full set, which really is incredible. I'm trying to find my notes on that. But yeah, super deal, $22.40, $24.80 if you're shopping in the US. And you get all of these big, bold words, these. And again, if you just like, as Michelle was showing you, if you want to just use these to pop onto the front of a card, you can do. If you want to create the actual full card base out of the letters, then again, you've got the ability to be able to do that. So the words you're going to get: love, happy, thanks, and Oleg. Oh, so it's the wrong way around. Hello. So all of those. And again, it's really nice, isn't it? A lovely selection of words which you can use for all sorts of different occasions. And I also, do you know what? Because I was saying you don't have to make cards out of these every time. So you can just word the letterings to put on a card. So maybe if you're making a biggish card, you could use 2 together. Thanks, friend. Or you could say, I think that's the only one you could do, actually. Hello, friend, you could do. And yes, and hello, thanks, you could do. Hello, yes. Or you could go, if you were doing a really big card, I'm just being stupid now, you could go, hello, happy friend.
I like that one, though.
That would work, wouldn't it? Yeah. That would fit onto like, what size is that? About A4? Like a big A4 card. Hello, happy friend. All right, you've just been silly now, George. $22.40 or $24.80 is the price on that. Which of the words are you going to be working with, and are you going to create a massive card like that? No, probably not.
No, I think we'll just use one.
Good.
And I've picked happy.
Of course you have.
I know. I like this one. I think they're all fabulous, but happy is just me. So yeah, happy. You can see, I mean, it says on here, so they're 3.6 by 8.6 inches, so a nice size. So what you're going to do, if you're just creating a base with these, we're just going to score my piece of card in half. So I'm just going to go 4.1. So let me just give that. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it shimmering everywhere already, but I have been using the gilding flakes. Oh yeah, you got those coming up later, haven't you? Everything is covered in gilding flakes, and I haven't even opened them yet. You see your house is covered in gilding flakes from the prep you were doing? Absolutely. Yeah. My husband walked into the kitchen when I was crafting, and he just sort of walked in and he went, and walked out. Is he now covered in gilding flakes? He's now pink. Yeah. It literally, because it gets everywhere. As much as you try to contain it, even if you work in like a little box or something, it's still, it just, you breathe and it just goes poof. But everything looks pretty.
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
So that's the main thing. Right, so I've scored this in half. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring in this outside die. And what you need to make sure you're doing is lining the top up. So that line at the top hangs just over the top. Because if I turn it this way, you've got little elements here that don't cut, which means your front and your back are going to stay together. So you need to just make sure that that is just lined just over the top. And we're going to tape it down. And we're going to just wiggle that a little bit. 4 times it took me to do this the other day. No matter.
Line it up?
Yeah, I just kept getting it wrong. It was just, you know, sometimes when you do something wrong once, it goes wrong like half a dozen times. But the bonus is I've got lots of happy toppers at home in my bit box.
It'll be perfect first time today, you watch.
Fingers crossed. And it's not hard to do. It's not hard to line up at all. It's just, I just kept not putting it to as high enough as it needed to be. And then the more annoyed I got because I'd done it wrong, the more it did it. It were like, you wound up now, wait until the 3rd try. So let me just peel those up.
Is it literally just it's a fraction you just overlay it,
just
isn't it?
a fraction over the top, but could I measure that right the other day? No. But there you go, look, that one's done perfectly. You see those bits, I'll just pop away. And then when you open that up, you've got a perfect card base.
That's brilliant.
See, I can do it. Right, so let's pop these to the side. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to bring in my gilding flakes. I've got one of my glue pens that you're going to get in that lovely pack today.
Oh, yeah.
And my little sponge. So very carefully, let me find my tweezers. So all I'm going to do is just with this, whichever one you want.
And tweezers, which you're going to get in the pack today?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. All I'm going to do is pop on here just some little accent pieces.
It comes out a little bit blue, doesn't it?
It does, and I love it because you can see it perfectly. So let's...
How does it take to dry, Nicola's asking?
Not long at all. By the time that I've put all these bits on, it's going to go nice and tacky. And then should be ready for my gilding flakes. So you can sort of, you'll be able to see it yourself. You can see it start to dry because the blue hue disappears and you've just got sort of a sticky mess on there. So let's take that off very carefully. So all I'm going to do, which colour did I pick? Pretty pink.
Pretty pink.
So I'm going to use my tweezers because I find it easier that way. And I'm just going to dot it on.
Is this your own tub from home?
It is, yeah. And I have used this so much. And you can still see it's full to the brim.
It's like, it looks like you apply a lot, doesn't it? But then the majority of it comes off.
It does, yeah. It's deceiving how much is in there. Deceiving. I love it when she sings the words that you're saying.
Yeah. She just did it again there. Nicola's in our ear, producer Nicola. Deceiving. Just happy to be here today, I think. High on the joys of life.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that on there. And then obviously you're going to get your sponge. Mine, I know, is dry enough because I saw, because when you put your glue pen down, you can see it blue. And as soon as that sort of blue starts to disappear, you know that it's tacky, so you can apply your glitter. So all I'm doing now, this is one of the sponges that came in. There was the kit. It's got a little bit of, it's got a small thing of glue in. It's got a stamp, the pad, so you can put your ink onto your stamps, and it's got 2 of these in.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do...
Would you put those bits on your glass mat now back in a tub?
At home, I do, yes.
But here we put them on the floor for Tracy, don't we?
No, I'm going to put them back in my tub.
Yes.
Let me put, in fact, I'll do it this way. Sweep them back in. Right, let me pop that to the side. So, where's my sponge gone? So if I just sweep the rest off, I've just got, and you can absolutely go to town. You can edge it all if you want.
Give it a little wiggle. Yes.
There you go, look.
That looks great.
And I like doing that. I just like doing little bits of the edges. I'd already done it at home with craft card, and I've put a little bit of ink on, but I like the black better, so we're going to go with that. And then all I've done is with the other one is I've die cut the happy out in some fabulous, I think it's from the birthday box, that paper.
You're a craft. Oh no, sorry, the official birthday box. Yes.
I've just matte and laid it onto some pearlescent card, and I've just done exactly the same. I'm going to tell you the reason why I like the black better, because it just makes it pop. If I bring that in, I do like it, but not as much.
Yeah, black definitely works.
It felt a little bit stark, which is why I added the pink in sort of places to see if I liked it more. And I like it. It's got its place, but for me, I love black. I just think it really pops. So let's get these, what did I use? I couldn't remember what I used to take my little things off then.
Well, pokey tool.
Yeah.
2 of those in the bag. Michelle's pretty much using the majority of stuff you're going to get in your daily deal today.
Yeah.
Tweezers, pokey tools.
Yeah.
Glue pens.
I mean, it really is an essential, I'm saying it's an essential bag. The thing is, we always hate to spend money on the essentials. I think even in life, don't we? But if you want to craft, you need all these things to make what you're doing easier and more fun.
That's it.
Right, so there we go. So again, if I was at home, I would probably put some wet glue on the back of that as well, because obviously it helps it to stay on there for a really long time. And so that's just my card base. So what I've got now, so we've got those little dies, you know, our little mini dies. I've got my happy birthday. So I'm going to pop, I'm debating where to put it. But what I've also got is, again, those little mini dies that we've got. We've got the ones with the little present in. We've got the little balloons. So I just dyed, cake.
Cake!
So you've even got the little streamer for the balloons.
Yeah, I think they're still available. We had them on the back end of last week, actually.
Yeah, I think we've still got them.
Yesterday as well.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, oh dear.
Kate just said, I once snorted half a jar of gilding flakes post-sneeze. I do not recommend.
No.
No. Bet your nose looked beautiful for a few weeks afterwards, though.
Snorted it. Oh, that's funny.
Louise says, Ben, I love your enthusiasm. Great idea. Were you talking about my giant card with the hello, happy friend on? You're welcome. And Michelle, Maggie Fielding says, I've just tuned in. Your hair looks beautiful, Michelle. Now, Rachel says, Ben, you should tell her to send her pic in. Is that Maggie of the amazing project with the acetate fame, Maggie? That's Maggie. Maggie, send in your picture, please. We're doing Make Me a Winner today, where someone is going to win a voucher for an amazing make. But when you send the email in, you do have to shout, Make me a winner, as you press the enter button for the email to go. Otherwise, we can't put you into the competition. But Maggie, we actually showed your picture earlier on, which you put on the I'm a Crafters companion page. So thank you for that. And do send it in, because we could make you a winner as part of our event, which is all this week.
So I've snipped my happy off. I could keep it on, but I'm just going to have the big happy and then the small birthday. Oh, I could put it there, couldn't I?
Decisions.
Let me add some glue to there. There we go, let's pop that across there. There we go, so happy birthday. I've got a couple of balloons. I could pop a little cake on there as well if I wanted, because these are just fabulous. But I think I'm going to leave it like that, because I like that. So just a couple of balloons. I've got my happy birthday with all that gilding flakes on there. Just makes it pop, I think.
It does. It's, like you say, quite a simple concept, but it creates the most amazing cards, doesn't it?
Yeah, really do. I love them.
Happy! £22.40 for that full collection, or $24.80 is the price. And those are all of the words that you're going to be getting. As we said, this should be £80. Let's not beat around the bush here, or $90. Right? It's a lot of metal for your money. Big saving today, $52.95 or $59.75, £22.40 or $24.80 is the price on these if you're a platinum member. So, love. Hello. I really, really wish you could hear them today. So we've had, this is the sound effects in my ear. Love, love, hello. Next is happy. Happy, you probably heard that because that was quite loud. Then you've got friend, friend. And last but by no means least is thanks. Thank you. £22.40 or $24.80 for that full collection. What was that?
I'm cleaning my mat. I put some of that stick away on.
I thought there was an errant rodent in the studio then for a second. I was about to jump up onto the counter. Betty says, oh yes, sorry, I just got that comment. Re the gilding flakes, turn off the ceiling fan. I'm speaking for a friend. This is a whole new talk subject, this, isn't it? What's the worst thing that's happened to you with gilding flakes? Up the nose and round the room with the fan. Nicola's just said maybe that should be one of the Make Me a Winner categories. Oh, Maggie says, yes, that's me with the Acetate project. I will send it. Thank you, Maggie. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Now, goodie bag. So as part of our Make Me a Winner event, even if you're not a winner by sending in one of the cards, you'll be a winner with the deals that you can pick up. And we've got some amazing goodie bags today. Creator card goodie bag, 20% of a big stock has gone. Well, I say big, it's a fairly big stock, but don't hang around on these. Don't wait till later on because these are proving very popular. The credit card goodie bag is £63, $77 worth of value. Look at what you're paying, £16 or $24. And this first item, that one there, the Fairy Glade, that is more than the value of your bag, particularly if you're platinum. Really lovely set. That is 10 dies in total. You've got all of the kind of scenery dies in there as well, but the outer dies that you've got split up, so you've got the ability to kind of customize the scenes that you've got. And also, again, if you're someone who likes to create those, what are the cards called with the different scenes? Do I mean theatre cards? Diorama cards? When you're slotting the different scenes. So you can have real depth within your project. That is absolutely perfect for doing that with. And again, a lovely collection of dies within that set. So that's basically the value, which means that one there you're getting for free. That's one of our 3-in-1 creator card dies. I think these are brilliant because, again, it's sort of bang for your buck, isn't it? That elegant fairy, when you use both dies, you create this effect down the bottom here. But you can choose whether to use one or the other. So if you just want that beautiful fairy within the center of your card project, you can. Maybe you just want to use the frame on its own, then you can do that as well. Big size dies as well, these 5x7. So again, lots of metal for your money. Now, we have got the full collection of your simple creator card dies on the show for you. However, the Floral Fancy has fallen off the shelf and fallen into this goodie bag. So, I mean, that's a deal, isn't it? But if you, maybe you're thinking about these and thinking, oh, shall I, shan't I? Maybe the way to go is to get this goodie bag because you can try these out, see how they work for you. Then if you love the idea of this, you can come back and get more. But that one is included for free within the bag. And then also one of our paper piecing creator card dies, again, for free when you go for this collection. 5¼ by 3¼ that one. And again, if you love kind of paper piecing, maybe you just want to try a little bit of paper piecing. It's a great bag to go for. You're not paying for those 3 items there when you buy that one within the goodie bag. £16 or $24, over 20% of that stock has now gone. And another bag which is proving popular is our Dies goodie bag. Now this one again, jam-packed full of fantastic items. Those two items there are the value of your bag. So once again, if you were to pop all these into your basket separately, that would be $65.93 or $81.77. It's £16 or $24 today if you're platinum. Cannot believe that we've got these two in here, particularly this one, your confetti border dies. Again, launched start of February, I think. Certainly not that old at all, but you can tell how popular these were for the fact that we are, popping these into your goodie bags now because we don't have enough to make up full bundles. These really are, they're absolutely stunning. And that one is the scattered flowers, creates such a wonderful effect. And if you're big into kind of making those cards with a lot of white space, those are perfect. You've then also got within that set one of our layered edge gatefold dies. These again are fantastic. Really, really simple to use, and also kind of create your layers for you as well as far as the card is concerned. Who was it who made a card with this the other day? Can't remember, but you've got lots of different ways to be able to use these. You don't have to use these as gatefold dies. You can flip, reverse these. Use them sort of in different ways like that. Use these on top of your boxes as well. And you do obviously have a lovely set of almost like nesting dies included in the centre of there. So those two you're getting, and that's the value of your bag. These other items within this bag, it's like you're getting them for free. So one of our statement of sentiment dies, where there is faith and hope, miracles happen. You're also going to get this beautiful die here, which is that fancy filigree edgeable. You've got a set of our confetti dies in there too. So the Jewel of Love, this makes the perfect little bits and pieces to go in a shaker. Maybe use these as little additional elements to kind of decorate a card with, but that's lots of beautiful hearts that you've got there in one pass. I mean, you're going to cut out, why did I even utter that sentence? Loads. You're going to cut out loads. And then also in there, you have got your fancy foliage or your flourishing foliage edge in there too. So all of that you're getting within that bag for just £16 or $24. Other goodie bags on the show for you as well. We will get onto those a little bit later. But lots and lots of you shopping. Let's have a quick look at the Build a Border collection that we've got here. Now, this bit, £16 or $20.80. That's incredible. You're getting a set of 3 here, which should be £50 or $65. Look at the saving that you're making. And these really are brilliant. I've got 2 on boards and one just in a packet. So I'll show you the 2 boards first of all. Daisy chains, Moroccan trellis, and then your delicate hearts as well. These are brilliant, Michelle, aren't they? Because we know how great our edgeables are, for decorating our cards, maybe the sort of folds of a book or an album, great for kind of having panels on a card as well. But these are different for the fact that you've got edges to the edgeables that you can add, so you can really create different styles, can't you, with these? Very versatile. Yeah, they are. I mean, there's like 8 dies in each set, so you're really going to be able to build a border with these. Sorry. I like what you did there. Whether you want to go for a wavy border, a straight border, a curved border. So you've got like the main die itself, and then you've got these additional dies to add more detail if you want to, strip things back just a little bit if you want to do that. That daisy one though is absolutely beautiful again, isn't it? If you like to piece a few bits and pieces back in, you can. The Moroccan trellis, also another great example of why our dies are much loved. So much detail there. And once again, 8 dies to create lots of different effects with. And you will also get, don't have a board to show you, but I can just show you the packet, the delicate hearts included in there as well. And once again, that is 8 dies in total. So it gives you lots of different ideas, gives you lots of versatility with these as well. And as I say, a great price on those. It's a 60% saving that you're going to be making if you jump in and grab that collection today. And we're going to have a look at those with Michelle right now. I reckon you're going to use the daisy chains. No. Oh. Normally I do, because that's my favourite one. But I thought, because it is my favourite and I use it every time, I thought we'd go for a different one. So I'm going to do delicate hearts. Remember that day when I was thinking, what were those dies? Oh, the cut and emboss flooring. Yes, that was it. The cut and emboss, floral cut and emboss folders. And I said, oh, these would be great, wouldn't they? These would be great for a tissue box.
Yeah.
And randomly, the next demo, tissue box.
I know, that was so spooky.
Incredible.
It really was. So you can see, delicate hearts, you've got these edge pieces, they are your hearts, and then the wider pieces have got a beautiful floral element to them, so they're absolutely gorgeous. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make a little box. It's 12 inches wide, it's long, 6 inches wide, and I've scored a 2-inch border there. So I'm just going to burnish those, because when I run it through the machine it's going to squish them out. So it's going to be like a wrap, so that's going to be my top. So I know that one I'm going to pop it on there. So let me just get my tape, and I'm just going to line it up with the edge and tape it in place. And then this lovely piece here, we're going to pop it there and make a nice decorative cut-out panel there.
Mm-hmm. Just whilst we're watching Michelle, a few of you apparently a bit worried about your emails which you've sent in. If you sent a picture in today of a card, it will be going into the draw, because I know some of you have put paper project as your header on your email, and some of you have put make me a winner. Nicola is being very thorough, and she's just said to me, I've looked at every single email. So if you sent an email into studio@craftycompanion.co.uk and it's a project, then it will have been seen and it will be in the reckoning. Don't worry about what title you put in there. Basically everything that you send in to us will be entered into the competition. Obviously, paper project, if you send us a picture of your cat, that won't obviously go in there, but if it's a paper project, that will. So don't fret, everybody, it's all good. And Nicola is being very thorough, as she always is.
Right, so I've run it through. I'm just going to peel these pieces of tape off. And you can see by all the bits here, it cuts through beautifully. You don't even need to pop those bits out. They're just all die cut. Perfect. There we go, look at that. And lift that one up as well. Just pop those to the side. So that is going to be the top of my box, which is nice enough. I like that. Let me just bring this one in that I've already die cut, because I've done the same to that side as well. You don't want to see me run that back through again. So it's going to have the lovely decorative element at the top and at the bottom. So let's pop that to the side. Let me just get rid of all this into the bin, obviously not onto the floor because Tracy's in. And then what I've also done is I've just got 2 pieces of black card, and I've done exactly the same. I've used the same edge on both of these, because what I'm going to do is, because that's pretty enough, but let me just get that bit of tape off there. So we're going to just layer that. Oh, I can't get it off me. It was stuck. We're going to pop that like that. So we've got a nice multi-layer like that. So let's tape underneath here. Mm-hmm. This is one of my favourite boxes to make. I love making this box.
And you love a bit of construction, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I love a bit of construction. It's definitely me. A bit of me. A bit of construction, a little bit of... I'd like to say paper engineering, but I don't think I'm quite at that level yet. But
yeah, I think you should put that on the bottom of your email. Michelle McCarthy, paper engineer.
I am doing a course at the minute.
Are you?
It's a pop-up one, and it's sort of paper mechanics, paper engineering. And my God, some of the stuff that people can do, the pop-up elements people can make, it's amazing. So I was like, I need to do that. So I'm doing a little bit of a course.
Is it an online course?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So.
And what is it? It's all about pop-up elements?
Pop-ups, pop-up and pop-out elements. So you know when you see like the really intricate pop-out books, you know, like when we were little and it was Jack and the Beanstalk and you open it up, Beanstalk came out.
Yeah.
It's along those lines.
Oh, right.
So it's like our pop-out elements, but it's just a little bit more complicated.
Where did you find out about that course? Was it something you went looking for, or did it just pop up on the internet?
It literally... It literally just popped up on the
Did
internet.
it actually?
Yeah, it did.
That's so funny.
Because you get I don't know, you mention cake, and then the next
Yeah.
thing you know, all your adverts are cake. And I'd been doing some pop-up elements, and then the next thing, this course came up about, you know, the paper engineering of it, and I thought, I need to do that. Whether I, you know, be able to do it, I'd still like to. So it's online.
There we go.
Yeah. But it's all so exciting. So, like I said, some of the stuff that these people can make with card. In fact, Dragon's Den, there was a bloke on a little while. Have you been watching it? I don't know if it was this. I don't know if it was this series or last series, but there was a man came on and he made a chessboard, a foldable one, and that he was a paper engineer.
Ah.
And you know, so you could pop it out, but he makes stuff for all the films.
Oh, wow.
So anything.
Did they do a full segment on him, or was he just one of those ones that just popped up for a bit?
No, they did a full segment on him. I'm pretty sure someone invested. I can't remember. Oh, do you know?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh dear. Oh dear. Shut
I
up,
don't
then.
know where I'm gluing and where I'm not now.
Oh dear. I'm
Let me
making myself laugh today at least.
Right, so let's get this one glued in here.
By the way, you've just, thank you, Deborah, good one, you say. Terry's just putting her socks back on. She says, Michelle, you've knocked my socks off again. Saved to the library, and I haven't even seen the second demo done. So there you go. Terry's socks have been knocked off.
Fabulous. That's what we like. So let me this is just a little bit longer, so let me just trim that down. There we go. So that is going to be my box. And you saw how simple that was, but how effective it looks when you've got that black in the background. You could paper piece those in a different colour now if you wanted to. Entirely up to you. So I'm going to make my box for the inside. So really all I did was I measured how wide this is, which is 6 inches. This is like 1/8 of an inch, I think, narrower. This is 2 inches deep. So my box is 1 7/8 of an inch deep, because you just need that little sliver of this being that little bit shorter if you're gonna make this box.
Yeah.
So, glue.
Don't forget as well, over on the website now, you see bottom of the screen actually, National Craft Month. So loads of great deals there today, and indeed throughout the rest of the month as well. 10% off selected embossing folders we've got today, just seeing the details flying up here. 10% off selected Gemini dies. Also 15% off selected adhesives and tools. Just a few of the deals. We've got 3 for 2s on selected paper and card. And that is it for now, but there will be more, I am sure, as we head through the month. And by the way, I've just heard that there's some amazing projects coming in, and Nicola is wowing at one particular project. I won't say what it is, just in case it gets picked, you know what I mean? And then they'll be like, oh, favouritism or whatever, but yes, just wowing at a... I won't say any more. There's me going. I won't say any more, then I'm going to expand. I won't say any more, but safe to say, thank you if you've already sent in a paper craft project. They're all being looked at, and Nicola's socks have been blown off.
Blown.
Hers are just rolling down the corridor. They've been blown so far off. George says, I wish she'd put them back on. Ron just says, Ben, how will I send in a compilation of pics for a mini album? My email only will send 1 pic at a time. I don't know the answer to that question. Rhonda's email can only send in 1 pic at a time, but she wants to send in a compilation. Oh, what you could do, there's apps, isn't there, where you can stitch pics together? If you can only send in, I mean, that's a really weird email that you can only send in one picture at a time. But there is an app that you can get where you can do a collage of pictures, and then save that picture and send it as one. Or if you just want to send them individually, Nicola says it's fine. She's kind of gone a bit bug-eyed anyway, looking at all of the emails which have come in. So another 20 won't worry her too much. She's just saying, she said, I am very impressed with everyone's work, in that voice, she just said. So there you go. Keep sending them in, folks. Keep sending them in. Your box is looking amazing here, Michelle, by the way.
Yeah, so I've just put a panel of paper on there. If you wanted to, you could bring that die in again and do, oh, I should have done that really, shouldn't I? Do a third of the hearts. But I've just glued that in at the bottom. If you want to, you can glue the back as well, so it will open like that. But I'm just going to leave that like that for now. I'm just going to bring in a little bit of my ribbon, and I'm just going to tie it shut this way. Many different ways that you can tie these shut. But I'm just going to simply use a little bit of ribbon. And it's that lovely seam binding ribbon. I absolutely adore that. I'm going to leave it nice and big on there because I like that. So if I turn that round,
what are you going to put in that box?
That is just...
What goes in there, do you think?
Cookies.
Yeah. Ben. That is
I've
brilliant.
come up cookieless this week.
I'd say last time you came up as well. Last time Michelle came up, with me, I don't think you had cookies.
No, I haven't. But Ben's been working on some new recipes, so I'll bring something fabulous.
He wants to work a bit faster.
He does. Get your finger out, Ben.
Yeah. Not that I need cookies, you know. But anyway, no, fantastic box that. Michelle just wants to know, she says, I love this box, Michelle. Could you use it for cards and envelopes? Could you fit cards and envelopes in that size box?
You absolutely could. I mean, the thing is, these would be more of a notelet size because it's 6 inches wide and my box is 4. So it's 6 by 4. So if you're doing 6 by 4 cards, then absolutely. But all you need to do is just change the dimensions of it. So this is 6 inches wide. Just make it wider, make it 8 inches wide. You can still do the 2-inch border on there because I've used my 12 by 12 pieces of card. So, you know, just work backwards from what size cards and envelopes you want to put in as to what size box. But it's the easiest to make because it just folds over like that. It's the easiest box to work out how the dimensions of it.
Yeah.
So.
Love the box, says Carolyn Wilson. Very, very different. It is gorgeous. And the great thing is as well today, if you want to be able to kind of replicate that box, of course, you can pick this up for a brilliant price. Just £16 or $20.80 for that full set. It's 24 dies in total. The one that Michelle was using was those beautiful hearts there. And then you've also got the Moroccan trellis. And you've also got the elegant daisy chains in there as well. But you can see all of the different dies within that collection to give you kind of like, well, ultimate craftability with that set, really. Can I just say as well, congratulations to Charlotte, who just says, I've been brave and I sent in my latest card made with the Roaring Twenties collection. Right, so Charlotte says, mine aren't as good as my Gracie's, but I sent it anyway. Thank you for the encouragement. Nicola, can you just tell me, I'm sure it's amazing because you've just said you've seen it. Is it a great card? Ah, well, there you go. Charlotte, Nicola says she thinks it's on par with Gracie's. So you're doing yourself a disservice there. I think that's the thing, isn't it? We're all very self-critical, I think, about lots of things in life. And actually, if you have another set of eyes look at like something that you've done, I think you'll find the majority of the time, whatever you've done is marvellous. Now, 2 quick goodie bags to have a little bit of a look at here. These, of course, are for today. Great deal on these, the Embossing goodie bag. £16 or $24 is the deal on this. You should be paying £66 or $86. Huge saving of £46 or $56. Everyone pays this price here. And again, let me show you the value for money on the bags here because it is insane. You've got here one of our duo embossing folders. So you've got your main embossing folder there, excuse me, and then your embossing folder, a cut and emboss folder at the bottom. So you've got the ability to use these separately, marry these up to create a bigger project. And as Michelle was saying earlier on, they're great for kind of using for boxes as well. But that one there, plus this one here, that embossing folder with the that die that goes along the centre with the stamp, is your value for money. So both of those you're going to get within the back. In the bag rather, those two are the value of your bag. Everything else I'm about to show you, it's like you get it for free. So you've got cut and emboss borders and frames in there. That is the beautiful Provence That's free. You're also going to get in this set from the Say It With Flowers collection. I mean, what a great set to go with here. This is the 3D embossing folder that comes with a whole host of stencils as well. So you're already going to get that amazing effect from the 3D emboss, but then on top of that, you've got all of those stencils in there as well to kind of help you to create a really great focal point for your project. And like we said, you know, a lot of the time, especially something like this with that gorgeous design there, that's your card, isn't it? You emboss that one out, add a bit of colour, add a sentiment, add an embellishment, card done. You've also got for free within this bag that beautiful vintage butterflies 3D embossing folder. Again, a great example as to how these really can be, you know, one card wonders. That there, and tell me if you've already got it, I think is the best example of a 3D embossing folder that we do. I honestly, truly do. I think the effect that you can create with that and the level of layers, if that is a correct sentence. But you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Because the detail that you've got at the actual window itself is incredible. And then coming to the fore even more, the wisteria that hangs around it. I just think if you've ever wondered how a 3D embossing folder is different to a 2D embossing folder, that one there shows you, I think, brilliantly.
Yeah, it does.
And then also, this is another one of those bags where we kind of think, did this actually just fall off the shelf and fall into the bag that's not supposed to be there? These were literally launched a few weeks ago. These embossing folders, 3D embossing folders, by the way, with the nesting dies to go within the centre of them as well. That is your decadent diamond. You're getting that for free within the bag, which is just quite simply impossible, I was going to say. Incredible. But the whole point is, if you perhaps didn't get this full collection, and you fancy giving it a go, you've got that free within there. You've also got that for free. You've got the Vintage Butterflies 3D embossing folder. You've got the Say It With Flowers embossing folder, 3D and the stencils, plus those cut and emboss folders for free when you buy the bag containing those two items. £16 or $24 is insane value for money for that embossing goodie bag. And then one more to show you before we have a short little break is your other goodie bag, which is, I think, what's the new title on this one now? Just the Dies goodie bag. All right, because this is the one that we thought was Edgeables, but it's not, as you'll see. What you've got in here are the detailed dies for the from the Village template set, so that's for the Manor House. You've also got in there one of our inverted stitch nesting die sets. That one is the beautiful square. You've got, I love these ones, Hip Hip Hooray. I think they're so much fun, aren't they?
They are. They're a lot of fun to play with, that you can cut them all out and build them up. They're lovely.
Yeah, and great if you've only got kind of bits and pieces, or say only, but if you've got like boxes of like offcuts, if you like, scraps, these are absolutely perfect, aren't they?
Yeah,
the
perfect
box.
for that, yeah.
Yeah, that is also included. Plus spiral pop-out dies. These are always a lot of fun, really easy to use. That one is actually your spiral butterfly, so you can pop that in the centre of your card. It's a 4-die set because you also get with that some smaller little butterfly embellishments and the little hello, which is included too. I also think these are great because you can multi-cut these and use them as streamers potentially if you've got a little party.
Yeah, streamers, banners, because you can glue them all together and you can end up with a huge banner, butterflies, or, you know, hearts, huge. And then also in the bag, you have got your pop-out sentiments, best wishes. And again, these are great. I love a bag like this when you've got dies like that, like the spiral pop-outs, because you know me, I love cards that do stuff. And particularly if you've got like a beautifully decorated card on the outside, and then you've got something like this to kind of delight and surprise the recipient as they open it up. All of that again is included in your 5 dies goodie bag, £16 or $24 for that set. What a show, what a day it's been. Don't forget, it is day one of Make Me a Winner! Make me a winner! We're asking for your projects today. If you want to send them in today's theme, paper.
studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. That is the email address to send in any pictures of projects that you've made recently. If you want to be in with a shout of winning a voucher to spend with us here at Crafters Companion, send in a pic. Do it before the end of this show though, and then later on during Monday Makers, the best 5 as chosen by our judges will be going up against each other for your vote, and the one with the most votes will win that voucher. I've just been told you've got until 5, so an hour after the end of this show, but do it in this show because otherwise you'll forget. And also do it for Nicola, because she wants to have a bit of dinner and stuff. So if you get it done before then, she doesn't have to check. And also with it being our Make Me a Winner event, we've got our daily free gift, which is that amazing butterfly swing diet, and of course this bag, which I know we'll be having a look at in the second hour. I'm away for the next hour. Lily is going to be stepping into my shoes, well, not into my shoes because I've got massive feet, and she stepped into my shoes.
To go with your massive hands.
So Michelle will still be here for the next hour. Lily is jumping in, and I will see you lot back for Monday Makers at 6 o'clock. But get your baskets checked out right now. Keep sending in those pics, and Lily will see you the other side of this with Michelle.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Is one of my unsung heroes at Crafters TV. It has to be our lovely John. Not only does he corral our coordination team together, but he also looks after us experts really well. He comes out to visit the expert house where we need to stay, to fix things that are broken. He looks after us, he looks after everything that we need, and even brings me cups of tea during the show.
Yeah, I should have said John in there too, shouldn't I? But we all know John's an unsung hero.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. Now don't adjust your sets. Ben has done quite a transformation, hasn't he? I'm back for the second half of this show. Ben will be back a little bit later for tonight's Monday Makers, but I'll be taking over alongside the lovely Michelle for the second half of this show. And what a show it's been! It's been an absolutely cracking show already. I'm so excited to be here for this second hour. We've got lots of incredible deals and goodies to share with you. And I know Michelle's got some great demos lined up as well. So let's get stuck in. So what we're going to take a look at next is our floral frame, and this is one I've had to present this a few times on air actually. I think they give me this product on purpose because I can't get my teeth around it. Floral frame, cut and emboss folder, 8-piece collection. It's hard to say, but you do get an awful lot included in this collection. You're getting a range of 8 different, not just embossing folders, but also cut and emboss folders included in this collection. Ooh, so many, I'm dropping them. And you get a range of different sizes. You get both your 4x6 and your 5x5 in size. And I'm going to take you through the gorgeous designs that you're getting included within this range. So first of all, this is our beautiful blossom. How absolutely stunning is this design? You can see not only have you got that embossed detail around the edge, you also get that die built into your embossing folder, so it actually cuts that aperture out for you in the one pass through your die cutting machine. No need to run it through multiple times, embossing then cutting, perhaps risking flattening that embossed design. One pass through the machine will give you that gorgeous embossed and die cut design. So that's our beautiful blossom. I have to say, I think this might be one of my favourites. This is the, I say it now, but I'll probably say it when I come to the next one as well. You know what I'm like. I do struggle to choose my favourites, but this is our peony blossoms. How absolutely stunning is that? For me, there's something almost a little bit Victorian about the shape that we've got in the centre there. You've got both your die and your embossed design, again creating that aperture. Just a little bit of ink on there, doesn't it? Pull out that design, really does make it pop and looks absolutely stunning. But don't just be thinking of using your inks. Perhaps you're going to bring in some of your coloured pens, even your pencils. Perhaps you've got some of our Spectrum or our Classiques, your Tri-Blends, your Aqua Blends. You could be pulling out all those details using your colouring medium of choice to make that detail pop even more. We can see we've got our timeless forget-me-nots here. Again, the same idea of having that embossed design around the edge, and then in the inside we've got that lovely aperture that cuts out. But don't just be thinking about using these for your cards. With having that aperture detail, think about what you could actually be placing behind that aperture. Of course, it could be a stamped sentiment, it could be a die cut sentiment, but what about bringing this into your scrapbooking, into your home decor, having something like a photograph behind there? Maybe you're going to put some sort of motivational quote on the inside. You're going to have that hanging from your wall. It would look absolutely stunning however you choose to work with these, and they work fabulously for shaker cards as well. Just get a little bit of acetate behind that aperture, get some sequins, some beads, some any sort of glitter behind there, and you've got an amazing shaker card. So we took a look at the 4x6 inch designs. Now we're on to the 5x5, and we've got our dancing, is it dancing? It is. It's our dancing. I was thinking, are they dancing? I was thinking of dancing dragonfly then. I was thinking, am I getting mixed up? But no, this is our dancing dragonflies. No, it's our daffodils. I'll get there in the end. I'm thinking this would have been perfect last week for St. David's Day. Any sort of springtime make. We're bringing in some of our yellow tones here to really give that lovely sort of sunshine yellow spring-like feel. Looks absolutely stunning. Lots of different designs in here. I'm thinking lots of different occasions. Here we've got our vibrant rose, and I'm loving the fact that we've got that heart design, perfect for anniversaries, for weddings, anything like that. I think an anniversary photo behind there would work absolutely fabulously. But you're getting so much included within this collection. The 4x6 inch designs and the 4 5x5, all featuring a different design around the edge and then a different shaped aperture in the middle to give you lots and lots of different options. Perhaps even mixing and matching these on your card. Perhaps you're going to do something like a trifold card with 3 of the different designs for something really show-stopping. It would look absolutely incredible. And our final design is our fragrant magnolias. How gorgeous is that with the label shape on the inside? So much included in this collection. You're getting your 8 cut and embossed folders included within the range. Best of a price on this one. Platinum is coming down to just $61.60 or $71.20. Absolutely amazing to be able to get all of those home. Think of all the things you've already got in your crafty stash that you're going to be using alongside those designs, all those colouring mediums, all those different coloured cardstocks. However you choose to work with them, they're going to look stunning. But I know a very talented crafter is going to give us a few ideas of exactly how we can use them. I'm going to say hello to a like we've not been gossiping this morning already, but hello Michelle, how are you? Are you well?
I'm really well. I'm quite excited because we haven't worked together yet.
We haven't. It's quite funny because, like I say, we're always having a chinwag. Whenever Michelle's here, we always have a little bit of a gossip, but we've never actually worked together as such. So we're both quite excited about this show, and I can't wait to see what you've got lined up with your demos.
And of course they have to, they put me on with someone like Lily. So I'm going to be colouring in a minute. And it's like colouring in front of Lily's, like colouring in front of Leanne.
Oh, don't be daft. Oh, no.
I'll do my best.
Michelle, you're an incredibly talented crafter. I mean, I've sat at home watching Michelle for a long time. So me watching you, just like being at home. I can't wait for you to inspire us.
Yeah, of course, fabulous. So I'll give it a go. I'm not dancing dragonflies, but I've got the dancing daffodils.
I couldn't get my teeth around that. I don't know what it was.
So I love these. I love the fact that Lily was saying you've got the cut and emboss, you've got that foam bit that allows you to cut that aperture. But if you like me, I love to die cut things and emboss them. You wouldn't be able to do that and get this in such a particular placement, or the placement correct, if you wanted to die cut and then emboss. So the fact that we've got it all in one, I just absolutely think is fabulous, because there's no guessing of trying to get your placement correct if you're doing those die cutting and embossing separately.
I have to say, it's a technique that I've tried myself in the past, and I've tried to line it up, and before it goes through the machine, honestly, it is so difficult, but like we'll see in just a moment, super easy. One pass through the machine with these folders, you'll get that perfect result every single time.
Absolutely. So let me just get this out. So I've used my watercolour card because I'm going to use some of my aqua pens. So let's just pop that out. So you can see that your aperture in the middle obviously is there. And that, don't throw that away, because, if you're, depending on what kind of card you're making, you can be popping that into the background. That's what I'm trying to do, and having this on your foam pads, or you can have that up with, a sentiment on, or anything like that. So don't throw that away, because you're absolutely going to use that. So I've got that beautiful daffodils. Yeah.
Oh, it's catching, isn't it? It's catching.
Oh dear. Dragonflies.
Dragonflies. They're funny looking dragonflies though, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Daffodils. So I've got these beautiful daffodils. I've got my water, and I still use this. This one stays here. I think everyone uses it. You can see everyone uses it, because my water's still a bit off colour.
A bit mucky, isn't it?
A bit mucky, yeah. Absolutely. So I've got some of my aqua pens. I've picked Bud Green. I've got orange, gold and jasmine. So I always do it this way. I always lay down my colour on here and then pick it up like I'm painting. But it's entirely up to you if you don't have to do it that way. Whichever way you prefer, if you like to sort of put your ink straight there and then pick it up, entirely up to you. But I do love this because I love the effect that you get. It looks beautiful. It's not hard to do. And you look like a genius when you're finished. Because I think watercolouring, I say it every time, it is the most forgiving medium.
Definitely.
So it's definitely one of my favourites, especially if I want to put a quick card together and I still want it to look like I've spent hours on it. I think watercolouring is absolutely the best way to do that.
Certainly is, and I find as well by actually scribbling that colour out onto your mat first and then painting like Michelle is from the mat onto your project, I find it a lot easier to do it that way. You get a lot more of a blended effect rather than colouring directly onto your cardstock and then trying to blend it out with your water brush. It is a lot easier to just pick up that colour from your mat. It's a lot easier to blend that way. And how fabulous does that look? What a gorgeous colour. I think it's what we need at this time of year. I thought spring was on the way, but we've had another cold snap. It's quite cold out there today, so I think these vibrant colours are exactly what we need in our craft room.
I know, it was quite, when I came to work this morning, it was quite nice out there. I had my jacket on, but it was quite nice, but it was raining a little bit earlier, wasn't it?
Yes, and we could hear it coming down when we were sat in the office actually, and we all said, is that rain? Because it was absolutely belting it down.
I actually went to the door because I heard the noise and I was like, what on earth is that?
What is it? Yeah.
And it was obviously the rain.
Oh, George in our area is saying he likes the rain because it's a free car wash. But you know, there we go. It's not quite the same, George, when you have to walk home in it. It's not the sort of wash that I want. I think a shower is a little bit better for a human, but yeah, I guess the plants do need it. The ducks will be loving it, that's all I can say. The slugs and the snails as well. We're lapping it up, but for me, spring, summer cannot come soon enough.
Definitely not. Which was the inspiration for this, because I thought it's nearly Easter. This one's absolutely perfect for that. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit more. The good thing about it is once it dries a little bit, you can, you know, bring some more in and you can blend and you can still get a lovely blend out with those colours.
That's a brilliant thing as well about watercolour. You can always go back in and rework it if you need to. Yeah,
definitely. So I'm going to leave that like that for now, but I'm going to bring in the one that I did before.
Oh wow, that's stunning.
So I just did exactly the same. I've just gone round the edges with my honey pot ink pad, just to tie it into the papers that I'm going to be using. So if I just pop those two to the side, let me bring this in.
Oh,
so
I can play my favourite game, and I think I know what paper pad it's from. Is it the Sarah Sig Easter box?
It is. It absolutely is.
My secret skill, that recognising the paper pads. And how gorgeous! So how well does that work?
It's just lovely. So this is again just 12 by 12. It's the ones where you've got the pearlescent in and the linen-y cardstock. You know, the mixed ones.
Pastels luxury cardstock, 12 by 12. Yeah, you'll find those on the website.
You are so good.
we do have pastels and neutrals, and you get your linen and your pearlized all in 12 by 12. They're some of my go-tos as well, and I know a lot of the guys here use them day in, day out, so definitely do check out the website for those.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I've got a piece of, so this card is from the Easter box as well. I picked this up and I thought my Easter box has got the most amazing papers in that match, hence the way that I've coloured it all in. So I've cut a piece of card out and I've put that aperture in the middle. So let's pop that together first. So I'm just going to, and I was I wasn't perfect with that because I don't need to be, because the square in the middle is going to be covered up. It was just the outside that I've cut nice and neatly. So let me just...
I always think with things like that, we should be taking our time over. Do you know the things that matter, the things that we enjoy? There's no point taking your time over making that really neat. Save your time. Just cut out exactly what you need to and spend more time on the bits that we really love, like the colouring, like the layering up all your pattern papers. But that centre bit, like you can just see now, Michelle's just covered that bit up. So you don't need to spend ages making sure that aperture is absolutely perfect, because you won't see it. So spend more time on the colouring, that's what I always say.
Definitely. Definitely. So I've just got a piece of acetate over the back, and that is that piece for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an aperture out at the middle of this as well. So again, I don't need to be neat. I'm going to layer these up. So let me stick these together.
Those pattern papers, don't they just work so perfectly with the embossing folders? And I think with a lot of the designs in this collection, have a little look in your stash, what you've already got, the papers that you've already got. Maybe you've got Nature's Garden collections, perhaps other Sarah signature ranges. Have a look at those designs. I'm sure you've got pattern papers that have got things like your roses in, your peonies, and just match them to the folders that you've got in this range. And you'll see that so much will work together. And it's just really fun, really having a play, just having a look what you've already got, what you can mix and match, and sort of expand those possibilities.
Yes, definitely. So I'm doing my flick now. I'm doing it really big because I keep forgetting to do it and then making a mess of my glue pen. So there we go. So that is on there. So depending on where I want to pop this now, obviously it's going to depend where I put my aperture. So all I'm going to do is, so I'm roughly just going to put a little X. X marks the spot, literally.
Certainly does.
So again, just making sure that I've not gone too wide or anything like that. So let me just bring that down a little bit more.
And your craft knife, you will find that as part of your daily deal. That is included as one of your tools within that incredible bundle where you're getting that free craft bag. So if you're thinking, I need some craft knives, do have a little look at that bundle that you'll find on the website, because that is actually part of the collection, your straight craft knife. And as we see day in, day out here on Crafters TV, it is an absolutely essential tool for all of your paper crafts.
So again, I'm being quite messy. Again, if you wanted to cut it out perfectly in the middle, and then you've got, you know, maybe a matting layer that you can use later. So just a little bit further down. So yes, it's going to be a mess on the inside as well. So what I would do then is I would bring in another piece of card. I would, now I know where this aperture is, I'd be able to cut a nice, neater square out, and then, you know, cover that up at the back. So that looks perfect to me.
Looks good to me.
So let's just, again, pop a bit of tape round.
And
that
if you are
side.
looking for your tape pens, you will find those on the Shop the Day page as well. We've got a collection of 4, so you're getting 88 metres in total on your tape pen, so a great opportunity to stock up on those. So do check out the website on your Shop the Day page. You'll find those fabulous tape pens. And even for things like Michelle's doing here, sticking her acetate, gluing her boxes together, these tape pens, they're permanent and they are super, super strong. They're unlike any other tape pens that I know I've tried in the past. You can use them for your construction, so they are absolutely brilliant. As well as being quick and easy, they are still super, super strong, so brilliant for your construction as well.
Definitely. So you can see what I mean about it being a mess on the inside. But I mean, if I had more time, I would definitely tidy that up. But just for the sake of not having the time, because I want to show you more. Absolutely. It looks beautiful on the outside. So all you're going to do is you're going to cut, this is 8x8, so you're going to cut a piece of card 8x8, and you're going to be able to judge a lot better now that that's there. Just get one of your nesting dies, cut it out in the centre, because I've centralised that as much as I can. And then you've got that beautiful aperture that means I can see all the way through to the bottom of my box, or to the inside of my box. So those lovely, well, whatever it is that you're going to be putting in there. So you know, for me, I'm going to say cookies.
Oh,
cookies.
And you know, for me, I'm going to say chocolates. Got to have some Easter chocolates in there, definitely. I mean, what a perfect gift this would be. It might just be an inexpensive gift, perhaps some inexpensive chocolates or some handmade cookies that you've done. But by putting it in a gorgeous box like this, it really does elevate that gift, makes it look that little bit more special. And as well, it's great fun to be able to put a box like this together. When you've got all the crafty goodies to play with, when you've got those fabulous embossing folders, cut and embossed folders no less, you're going to get gorgeous results that are going to make your gifts look absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful?
It ties in beautifully, doesn't it? I mean, I've got a bit of ribbon here that, you know, always looks nice when you
I do like that look. It does look ever so expensive, doesn't it?
Just like that. Do your corners. It looks absolutely fabulous. But besides that, I don't think it needs anything. I don't think it needs gems. I don't think it needs a big bow on it. I think that that lovely embossing folder does the talk, and you can see right through into the middle. So someone's going to get a nice sneaky peek of whatever it is that you've gifted them.
Absolutely, what a gorgeous box that is. Letting that stunning embossing folder take centre stage, layering up just a few pattern papers, using your watercolour pens to colour that in. What an absolutely fabulous demonstration. And so many of our lovely viewers at home are loving that box as well. Michelle Knits for You is saying it's such a nice, bright and springy box. Could not agree more. What a lovely colour combination that we've got on there, so bright and cheerful. Now, if you are wanting to go for your floral frame cut and emboss folder 8-piece collection, it's on its best ever price today. You're getting 8 different designs within the collection, 4 in 5x5 and 4 in 4x6. So you've got your fragrant magnolias, also your striking gerbera, you've got, and I love this for your Valentine's Day, your anniversary cards, your vibrant rose. Think about using these in your scrapbooking. That's the one that Michelle's just used. Thinking about popping your photos behind. Perhaps you're going to be adding shaker elements behind the aperture. Maybe even going to be creating your own backgrounds. You're going to be having inky backgrounds placed and recessed into that aperture. Maybe you're going to be even using a bit of vellum that you've got to add behind the aperture to give it a lovely soft translucent effect. So many options with these, and that's before we even think of all the different colour and mediums we can be bringing in to ink up that design, to colour in that design. Michelle used some of our aqua pens there, but lots and lots of different options. Maybe even just doing it white on white, perhaps even on vellum and getting a sort of parchment or white work effect, almost like you've gone in with your ball tools and embossed that yourself. I think that would look incredible. So many options, so many designs included in that collection. 8 different embossing folders, cut and embossed folders included for your platinum price of just $61.60 or $71.70. An incredible collection. And like I say, with embossing folders, so many different techniques you can do with those. Really fun just to have a good old crafty play with. However, moving on to something that's actually really quite recent. We only launched these at the end of February, so only a few weeks old on these. And these are some of our creator card dies. These are our simple creator card dies with accents. These are going to create the most detailed, the most intricate, stunningly beautiful cards and other projects like your gift boxes, your gift bags with ease. One pass through the machine and you can have a finished card at the end of that one pass through the machine, but it looks like you've spent hours creating an absolute masterpiece. Absolutely stunning designs that we've got included within this range. You're getting 30 dies in total across the 6 different sets, and lots of options as you'd expect with our creator card dies. So if we take a look at the dies themselves, we've got our inner cut in detail die, and you also get that outer die. So it's completely up to you whether you cut your detail directly into your card base without that outer die, or perhaps you want to cut it out as a panel by using both that inner cut in detail and that outer sort of rectangular die to actually release that detail. As if it wasn't enough to have those 2 fabulous options, in each set you're also getting 3 corresponding nesting dies, which gives you the opportunity to layer those up in the centre. Perhaps you're going to use them as apertures, as frames, or use them completely independently for even more options. Maybe they're going to be little gift tags for your presents as well. That's our first of the designs in the collection. That's Rose Garden, and I have to say the first thing I see when I look at this is definite paper piecing. Lots of options there, perhaps even stained glass window effects I think would look incredible on some of these. Just absolutely beautiful designs we've got within our creator card collection here. This is our fancy floral. Square design in this one, so I'm loving the fact that we're getting both the rectangular and the square, so it doesn't matter whether you favour doing your square or your rectangular cards. Something for everyone within this collection. And within each of the sets you've got that same composition of your cut in die, your cut out die, and then your nesting dies as well. But they're not just any old nesting dies, oh no, we've got our stitch detail in there as well for that extra little bit, that extra little finishing touch that's going to make your creations look even more finished, even more polished and professional, which is absolutely brilliant. Then we're moving on to our timeless foliage, perhaps perfect for your mail cards. Maybe you're going to cut this in craft card, perhaps paper piece the leaves back in. Absolutely beautiful detail in here again. It's almost like the leaves are actually hugging that frame that we've got in the centre. And again, we've got that same sort of idea with the cut in detail, the outer die and those nesting dies as well. Back to the square designs with this particular one. This is our pretty petals, and what a gorgeous die this is. But don't forget, don't just use it that way. Perhaps you're going to turn it, you're going to use it as a diamond as well. So different options with those too. Again, the cut in detail, I mean, how delicate that looks onto a card base. Maybe you're going to add some vellum behind there for a lovely translucent effect. Perhaps you're going to cut several on a lantern box and have a battery operated tea light inside. That would look incredible too. But again, cut in, cut out. Lots of different options, especially when we bring in those nesting dies in the centre as well. Perhaps you want to go for something a little bit more modern, where your dainty doodles is going to be absolutely perfect. And I must say, I use these nesting dies in the middle time and time again. I was actually crafting with these just yesterday, these dies in the centre, very useful. I wasn't using that creator card die at all, just for the use of those nesting dies in the centre. It's an absolutely invaluable set to have. Great for perhaps teenage cards with that quite modern and funky design that we've got in there. And then finally, I'm still going, the last one that we've got included within this collection of 30 dies. This is our traditional tiles. Has almost like a little bit of perhaps a Moroccan feel on there. Maybe you're going to be bringing in your burgundy, your sort of oranges, your pumpkin types of cardstock onto there. Again, your cut-in detail, your cut-out detail, your nesting dies. 5 dies included in that set. Absolutely incredible to get all of that. That level of detail is amazing. To get that within a die, I mean, how much die cutting has progressed just in the last few years. To be able to get that level of intricacy in such a large die is absolutely amazing. Now, this is coming to you today, platinum price at £54.37 or just $63.84. So incredible price. If you look at the size of some of these dies and the detail, it's incredible to get all of that included for that price point today with 30 dies in total. Now, you've seen all the designs, you've seen how absolutely stunning they are, but I'd love to see what Michelle's going to create. So, Michelle, over to you.
So I'm going to use the Rose Garden. I love this one.
Me too.
Like you said, it is absolutely, you can see from that image there, it is perfect for paper piecing. I'm not going to do that with it today, but it absolutely, it's just, that is all you need to do. You know, you're just die cutting these out. Exactly, so it's a create card. You're die cutting it out, you're going to pop a sentiment on, and you don't need to do anything else with these. So you've got that lovely matte layer piece there, you've got that decorative bit, and you've got those lovely miniature nesting dies almost. So I've got a piece of card here, and it's 5.5 by 6, and I've got a 1/2 inch thingamabob on it.
It's got a little tab, little thingamabob, little tab.
A tab. I've noticed that if I tap or say thingamabob, someone tells me what it's called.
Yes,
so
that's the magic trick. I'll take note.
Right, so I'm not going to use that outside die. We're going to cut this straight into here, and I'm just making sure that I've got it nice and centred.
Lovely.
So let me put another piece of tape there. And then I'm also going to take one of these. I think I'm going to take the biggest one. I'm going to pop that in the middle, and it's going to cut that aperture out as well.
I love the fact that we've sort of broken the dies down, we've separated as much as we possibly can. So we've separated that outer frame from the detail, and we've also separated all of our nesting dies out as well. So it's up to you whether you have that as a solid piece, whether it's going to be cutting in, cutting out, whether you're going to have an aperture in the middle like Michelle is here. Lots of different options. By keeping all those dies separate, it gives you the creative freedom to mix and match however you see fit. So you're not sort of making your die work for your project and having to change your plan for your make a little bit. Everything has been done for you, everything's been thought about, so it's completely up to you. However you want to make your project, you've got those options there.
Absolutely. All of our creator cards, every creator card that we've brought out has been absolutely amazing.
And that's the thing though, Leanne always says that every single die, we bring out a lot of creator cards, let's be honest, we bring out a lot of edibles, but Leanne always says they have to earn a place in our crafty stash. Every single range, every single collection has to bring something different, and every single time they hit the nail on the head, don't they? They bring something different with every single range. I mean, look how perfectly that cuts. One pass through the Gemini machine, gorgeous level of detail on there, isn't that just stunning?
And the good thing is, it's all still stuck in there for me. So if I wanted to paper piece now, they're there for me. But if you've got our hold and release sheets, they are absolutely perfect for this. They really are. So I have got this already cut out, and it's cut into my card lovely. And then what I did is I've cut another one out in yellow. So again, I've used that gorgeous paper pad, that pastels, mixed textured, mixed
luxury mixed cardstock, something like that.
Thank you. Yeah. So we're just going to pop that on there. So I'm going to bring in my dotty, and I'm going to be very careful because you've got pieces in here that you don't want to go over too roughly and rip.
They are so intricate after all, and if you do find it easier, perhaps go for your fine tip glue applicators just with a bit of tacky glue on the inside of those. They work a treat as well, and that gives you a little bit of wiggle room. So if you are not so confident with lining things up first time, your precision applicators are perfect for that.
Yeah, definitely. I've got it backwards. I did think it wasn't lining up properly.
I was looking, I was thinking, why is that not lining up? Is that my eyes? But no, the amount of times I've done that is absolutely ridiculous. And you turn it around, you're thinking, this is the right die, this has to fit, and it doesn't. And just turn it over. Best tip we can ever give you.
Yeah, just turn it over. That's it. So again, I've got the lovely blue, and again, I've cut out that yellow one. So again, we're just going to dotty tape pen that up and pop that over. I'm going to do a nice triptych style card with these.
Nice.
Very simple.
But of course, you're using the same design here, but you're getting so much included in this collection. You're getting 6 different sets. There could be 3 different designs if you prefer. They don't all have to be the same one like we're using here. So if you want to mix and match those designs, absolutely, you can be doing that.
Definitely. Of course. And that's it. It's we look at things the same sort of all the time, don't we? You have to try and think, actually, do you know, think to yourself, I'll put myself in Lily's shoes, I'll put myself in Michelle's shoes. How would she look at it? Don't put yourself in my shoes. It's very worrying.
Maybe don't put yourself in my shoes either, quite frankly. Let me not try that one, but you know.
Someone else's shoes, like Craig's.
Yes,
you know.
somebody sensible.
Not for Craig then.
Debbie Fisher, she's sensible.
So I've got my 2 pieces. You can see that my tabs are on the inside, because what I'm going to do is we're going to bring a piece of this purple card in, and that's going to create my triptych style card. So let's pop these on first.
I'm loving the colourways. It's reminding me of almost a bit sugared almonds, I'm feeling.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, well, almost a little bit retro I'm feeling as well. I'm loving the colour tones.
I love that pad, and I think all the colours in there work perfectly together. So I just wanted, well, you can see I use nearly every colour in that pad.
That's a brilliant thing, though. I say this quite often, because one of the things we get asked about time and time again is about colours, colour choices, getting things matching. I always say be inspired by your paper pads and your card pads that you've got in your crafty stash. At the end of the day, those colours are being put together by the professionals, by the designers that get colour, they understand all that colour theory. So be inspired by the colours that you've got within those pads. If those colours are in the same pad, they're going to work together. So just be inspired by what you've already got in your crafty stash, and you'll come up with fabulous colour combinations, just like Michelle has done here.
I think that's it. I think we get so worried about the colour wheel and all the colours that go together, and it can get a little bit
technical.
Yes,
It gets a bit boring sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I think let's just get on with the craft and let's get on with the fun bit.
I think sometimes some of the best colour combinations are the ones that clash.
Absolutely.
The ones that colour wheel says shouldn't go together.
Definitely.
But I think they're some of the best,
best
ones. So for this middle panel, I've die cut the matte piece out, and I've die cut it out in the same colour. So you're going to get like a faux emboss.
Oh, I love that.
I'm going to pop
just
that
a bit
on
different?
There. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't have thought of doing that.
No.
That's the thing, we all learn from each other. It's all
That's
inspiration.
It, yeah. So what I was thinking is, if you didn't like the faux emboss and then you wanted it to pop a little bit more, then all I did was with my crushed velvet, I just inked that back bit up. And again, you don't need to ink it all up. You can paper piece this, but I'm going to pop that one on because I love that faux emboss that you get with that. So again, all I'm going to do is with my dotted tape pen, I'm going to go around these edges.
I think it gives it such almost like an expensive looking feel when you create that faux emboss.
Yeah.
So it's another use for your dies, and not just using them as dies as such, using them almost like embossing folders, which is just giving you even more options, which is absolutely brilliant. To have that versatility within a die set, I think is just brilliant.
Definitely. There we go. So that is gonna see. Can you see where I'm testing colours?
Yes.
There we go. So that's just going to sit in the middle. So again, I'm not going to put it on foam pads because it's going to be a triptych. So I'm going to fold it. Want it to fold, but I'm going to.
Love that. Another effect that works quite nice, if you don't want it to be quite so tone on tone, choose two of the same colours of cardstock but slightly different finishes. So like you've got in that pad that Michelle's using, because you have both the linen texture and the pearl, perhaps go for a sheet of the same colour of the linen and the pearl. Slightly different because you've got the different finish on those, but still that sort of tone on tone effect, and I think that can look absolutely stunning as well.
Yes, definitely. It looks lovely. So the yellow to tie in.
Absolutely.
I just stamped friend on there, and because it's this this cardstock, because this is pearlised, what I did was I heat embossed it. So I used my black opaque and I've heat and set that. And again, so you've got all these spare pieces. So what would look really nice is actually cut the smaller heart out of the middle and have it dangling there. So when you stand, can you make the glue on my mat? So when you stand it up, you've got the smaller hearts dangling in there. But all I'm going to do with this is I found these gems. It's from one of our boxes.
I can tell you what collection they're from. Do you know what? I was using them again. I was using them last night actually. It's Sarah's Signature Say It with Flowers, and they're called the Floral Embellishments. So if you want those, check out the website. I'm a bit of a crafty encyclopedia. You can tell I clearly spend a little bit too much time in my craft room, I think. Oh, but isn't that the perfect finishing touch? Doesn't that lilac work so well with the cardstock? It looks beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to pop 3 on this side as well.
And using your odd numbers, of course, 3 in each corner. It's always got to be done.
More pleasing to the eye, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So if I just stand that up for you now, you've got a lovely, very spring-like triptych.
Absolutely gorgeous. Love that. And it's something a little bit different, isn't it? Rhonda is totally agreeing with me. Rhonda's saying it's going to be very hard to pick a winner. Quite frankly, I'm glad I'm stood here and not having to choose myself, because there's been some stunning creations just in the last half an hour or so. Absolutely gorgeous demo. So thank you, Michelle. Now, if you are wanting to pick up this fabulous collection of dies, you will find these on the Shop the Day page. You're getting 30 dies in total for just £54.37 or $63.84. I'll just quickly run through the designs. You've got your traditional tiles. You have got your dainty doodles. You've also got your pretty petals. You have also got your fabulous timeless foliage. And don't forget, in each set, you get your cut in detail and your cut out detail. So you can create them cut into your card base or cut out as a panel, also with your 3 nesting dies in each. You've also got your fabulous fancy floral, and finally the one that Michelle has just created that fabulous card with, that's our rose garden. You're getting all of those 6 die sets included, all that fabulous detail in every single design included within this 30 die collection for $54.37 or $63.84. And don't forget, any order that you're placing today of over £10 or $10, you're getting that absolutely fabulous free gift. You're getting your swing card butterfly die. Don't forget as well, we've got that amazing daily deal. Check that out on the website. And don't forget as well, you've got till 5 o'clock tonight to get those entries in for our competition for your paper themed makes. We want to see those makes, so make sure you're emailing those across to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Now I'm just going to give you a little time just to settle, a little bit of a breather, time to check out those baskets, and while we're gone for just a couple of minutes, I'm going to show you a little bit more about CTV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water. that I've had a
That
bit
wasn't
of
the one you just
ink
washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry, yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. Have you bagged yourself a bargain? Have you checked out those baskets? Perhaps you've got one of those amazing goodie bags. Maybe you've taken advantage of that free gift that we're running today. And maybe you've snapped up that daily deal. So much going on here on Crafters TV today. As always, we've always got something exciting going off here on Crafters TV, and today is no different for sure. Now I'd like to take you through the next collection that we've got coming up. Michelle's going to demo this in just a moment, but I'd like to share with you the fabulous 3D panel embossing folder collection. You're getting 6 packs in total with 12 embossing folders in total. I'd like to take you through the stunning designs that we've got within this collection. Absolutely beautiful detail, 3D embossing folders you're getting with each of the 12 in this range, and we're starting off with our fabulous Bloom and Grow. The whole idea with these is that within each pack you're getting 2 complementary embossing folders. Of course you can be using them together or using them separately, but what you'll see as we go through the collection, lots of the designs from the different sets will mix and match too, so you can use the sets all together and mix and match for lots of different options. Gorgeous level of detail. You've got your foreground, your midground, and that sort of highlight detail on there as well, giving you almost like a sculpted design. I always say our 3D embossing folders are almost a little bit like you've got carved marble. You've got sculpture to all of those layers. You've got sculpture to the design that makes it look absolutely incredible, so dimensional. Here we've got our beautiful blooms, and you can see within these first 2 sets how well those floral designs would work together as well. And of course, if you are going for that collection, you have got all of those folders included, so you can mix and match for lots of different options. Perhaps you're going to go a little bit more autumnal, or maybe if you're masculine makes, your Woodland Splendor would be absolutely perfect. I'm thinking embossing on craft card or black card, popping some of your gilding waxes over the top as well would look absolutely amazing with these. Perhaps you're thinking more about your backgrounds. Perhaps you're not going to be using these for your focal design. You just want a little bit of detail that's going to go in the background, that little bit of texture. These are going to be perfect with your treasured knits. Loving that cable knit design on there. Perhaps you've got somebody in your life who is a keen sewer, a keen knitter. These are going to be absolutely brilliant. Perhaps you want to go a little bit more regal. Perhaps you're going to be bringing in some of your sparkle inks onto there. Maybe some of those shimmer ink pads are going to be going onto black card with that damask design. That's our classic damask. Absolutely beautiful. I love that. Think of all the items you've already got in your crafty stash, and isn't this one going to be absolutely perfect? If you picked up that Roaring 20s collection just the other day, and if you did, stay tuned, Friday craft along with Debbie Robinson on that collection. But if you did get your roaring 20s, these are going to work perfectly alongside. Maybe you're going to be bringing in some of your gilding waxes, your gilding flakes even. Just a little bit of ink like we have added here brings out that design perfectly. However you choose to work with these, they're going to be an absolute staple in your crafty stash. So many different designs, so many different possibilities. When you think of how you're going to start to work these together, you've got lots of different options across those 12 different embossing folders. Today's platinum price for 12 embossing folders is just £20 or $26.40, featuring that slimline design, so something a little bit different, but an absolute staple. They're going to be in your crafty stash for adding that little bit of texture. But Michelle, what have you got lined up with these? I'd love to see them in action.
Oh, so I'm going to use the Woodland Splendour. I took a little bit of inspiration, to be honest, from the packaging, which, you know, that's what it's there for.
Absolutely.
I loved the colours, so I thought, let's go with those colours. So let me bring my plate in. So I've cut a couple of pieces down. You've got those two lovely embossing folders. Let's just pop this one through for now.
What cardstock are you using?
So I'm just using my multi-purpose. I always say all-purpose, and it sounds like a cleaner, doesn't it?
See,
Some sort of bathroom cleaner.
So many of us got mixed up with that because our glue is our all-purpose and then our cardstock is our multi-purpose. And I think some of us say multi-purpose glue and all-purpose cardstock. We all get a bit confused. But yeah, the card is multi-purpose, the glue is all-purpose. But they're both brilliant products. It's got to be said, definitely crafty staples. And if you're looking for adhesives, do check out the website, because as part of our National Papercraft Month, it is of course our Papercraft Week. You'll see some great savings on adhesives as well, so definitely do check out the website for that.
So the reveal, I thought I'd wait, because I think, especially with these 3D embossing ones, the reveal, the emboss on those is huge. Can you see it? Look at, there you go. It is so deep, it really is. I love it. So a bit of inspiration from the packaging. So I've brought my Fire Brown and my Grasshopper in.
My goodness, a clean, fresh blending sponge. I don't quite know what one of those is, quite frankly.
No, I found some on the side, just next to me. There's some clean ones there, and I'm like, I need to use one of those.
Wow.
It's been so long since I've used a clean one.
I can't even remember.
No, definitely not.
I didn't know they were white, quite frankly. I don't know what mine looked like. They could be any colour.
So all I'm doing is I'm gently going over the top. And then I'm adding more rather than pressing on harder, because we don't want that horrible mark at the side of the thing. So when I go, what I tend to do is I have it on an angle, so I have it angled up as I go onto the paper, because then you're not going straight on with the edge. I sort of angle it up. I sort of imagine starting there and then coming up to it, and then you tend to not get
you get that smoother lay down, don't you?
Yeah.
Almost like giving it a little bit of a run up.
Yes.
Somebody years ago described it like that. I can't remember who it was, but it's always stuck with me. Having a little bit of a run up to your inking. Always plays on my mind whenever I'm doing my inking. Make sure you've got
I like that.
You can have that one, because I'm not sure who I've nicked it off, but you can have it.
But it's the best way to describe it, though, isn't it?
Definitely.
Because then you don't go straight on with that ink, and you get that, the mark of the dauber, and it's just awful. It really is.
And then you have to start again. And it's just a bit of a faff. Not what we want. But how quickly is that taking shape? Loving the colours on there.
Yeah, and it's just that little bit of ink really makes those pop out. So I'm going to bring in my piece of black, and it's just a little bit. I could have done with cutting that down just a little bit more. But what I'll do is I'll bring in the ones that are cut down a little bit more. So all I've done with that is I've just blended it a lot more. I've left that quite light. I've blended this in a lot more. And if I bring this one in as well, you can see that I've got a little bit of orange in there as well.
Lovely.
So I just added the extra orange. So we'll put that one to the side purely because it's too big to fit on my black card.
But it's nice to see the different effects by using pretty much the same colours of ink pad. Just depending on how much you build up that ink, you can get totally different effects. which I think is great to see. It shows even more options for your ink pad. So just by adding more colour, more layers of that ink, you can get a lot more intense effect. So it's nice to see those two different options sort of side by side there.
Yeah, and the thing is, they both look equally gorgeous, I think. You can see a lot more of your veins and things on your leaves on that one. It's a little bit more blended out on this one. But again, I suppose it's depending on what look that you're going for.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, changing up those colours, perhaps you're going to go for really bright greens, would be great for springtime. Go for a little bit more browns, maybe bringing in some of your gold, your rust sort of colours, perfect for autumn. So it's definitely going to be a set that's going to take you crafting sort of all throughout the year, which I think is fabulous. Perhaps even emboss them in green. Add a little bit of faux snow, a little bit of glitter on there. It could be winter leaves. Frost them a little bit. Absolutely, lots of different options. Just have a little bit of a play.
Absolutely, I never thought about that.
I've just thought of it now. I'm thinking I quite like that idea. I've got this embossing folder at home. I'm thinking, yeah, I might give that a go. Maybe even adding a few little red gems or pearls, little bits of holly. Yeah, I think you can definitely make that work.
Absolutely. So I've just got an 8x8 card base. I've already matted and laid this. Now, I know it's the pumpkin, and I know it's not even the time of year for it, but once I've got these on top, you're not going to see the pumpkin, and it's still going to just look like an autumnal card.
I can tell you what paper pad that's from.
Go on then.
I think a lot of people at home will get that. That's our Nature's Garden Autumn Blessings.
Yeah.
Super, super popular. Nicola in my ear is saying even she knows that one. Nicola, you are quite good with your paper pads, you know, from creating your Play Your Crafts Right games. But you've got a lovely design, and I love the sort of almost ginghamy sort of check you've got in the background there. Lots of layers and detail to that paper pad. I know a lot of you guys at home have got that in your crafty stash. But yeah, like you say, Michelle, when you've added those panels over the top, it covers it. It's a difficult one to sort of explain. It covers it enough so it doesn't look so specific in terms of being sort of Halloween, but it doesn't cover it too much, so you've still got that little bit of detail, that little bit of interest.
That's exactly it. I mean, I love the colours on it and everything like that, so I was really wanting to use it. Let me just lift that and move that in a little. So definitely arrange these on here before you glue anything down.
Definitely. I would say don't commit to the stick.
Oh, I like that. Oh, you're full of them today.
I know, yeah.
I love that.
I'm clearly awake, but this time of the day, doing all right. Hey, Michelle, you seem to be quite fond of your triptych today.
I know, I didn't think about that, but I have, haven't I?
Yeah, I have to say, I do like a good triptych.
I do, I must admit.
It does work well. So when you're lining these up, because I know I tend to do the outer two first and then stick the middle one, you work in the same way? Stick your two outers and then the middle one, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I did, like I say, I glued that first, but I shouldn't have done. You just sort of, you know, pop them on, see where they go. And I always take my outside one first and glue that. I will always go to the other side because, you know, it's going to move a little bit, especially if you're me. And then you can line this one up, bang in the middle. And the thing is, it doesn't matter if the width between these two is more or less than these two because it's still centred in the middle. So it still looks absolutely fine. So I've just got a thank you die cut out.
Gorgeous.
Run through my little machine, which is why I'd left that bit white because actually I had another sentiment that had matte and layered and it fit there perfectly, which is why I just didn't ink that bit, but I've lost it. So we're using this.
This will work perfectly. Oh, it's going to be a tough vote. We're going to have to get the vote in just a moment. We've only got 5 minutes to go, but it's going to be a tough one. So
and I thought I thought we were going really quick as well.
No, you are doing it ever so well, but it's going to be a tough vote. I'm glad I'm not voting, like I say. What an absolutely gorgeous card, and how great that would be for a masculine card. Absolutely beautiful, just showing how fabulous these embossing folders are your 3D panel embossing folders. Yet another stunning demo from Michelle. George in my ears loving it as well. Are you ready to line up your mates? Are you ready, Michelle? You're going to have to get those votes in ever so quickly. So you guys at home, not got very long to get those votes in, just a couple of minutes. But Michelle, some absolutely cracking demos on today's show, but what have we got to vote for?
Right, so number 1 is the happy birthday. So number 1. Number 2 was those Build a Border dies with the box. Number 3, I think, is the triptych with those simple creator cards.
Yeah.
Number 4 is this one.
Yeah.
And then number 5 is the one that I have just done.
Oh, blimey. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Got those votes in. Literally a couple of minutes. Just get those votes in. A tough one, let's be honest, a really tough one. But that demo that Michelle has just done using those fabulous 3D panel embossing folders, just want to quickly take you through the designs that you've got here. Platinum price of £20 or $26.40 for 12 embossing folders. Your timeless tiles is your first one in your collection. You've also got your classic damask. How regal and elegant is that one? Perhaps you wanted to add a little bit of texture to your makes. Your textured knits would be absolutely perfect for that. Maybe you want to recreate what Michelle's just done there, that fabulous card using your woodland splendour. That's going to enable you to do that. Maybe you're creating makes come November time, perhaps for Remembrance Day, perhaps for some of your poppy charities. It can be perfect for using your beautiful blooms. And then finally, perhaps you've got your Nature's Garden sunflower collection. This would be perfect to go alongside that with your Bloom and Grow. What an absolutely gorgeous design we've got there. So 12 embossing folders in total within that collection, with your 3D panel embossing folders coming in for your platinum price today at £20 or $26.40. Now, I did mention earlier we've got our fabulous National Papercraft event going on this week, and we also have your Make Me a Winner event as well that's happening all week long. Well, I say all week long, it's only Monday to Friday, so you're going to have to get in pretty quick with this one. Some amazing deals coming your way every day. Like we've mentioned earlier, you are getting a free gift with every order over £10 or $10 with your swing card die in your butterfly design. But perhaps you're looking to pick up some essentials today. You can get your Essentials 9-piece collection with a free portable craft tool bag for just £28 or $40 in platinum. Included in here, you're getting your craft knife. You are also getting your 2-pack of your bone folders. You're getting your acrylic ruler, perfect for use with that craft knife. You're also getting your 4 set of your precision tweezers. You're getting your duo pack of your pokey tools, an absolute craft essential. You're getting your 6-inch scissors. You're also getting super useful tool, this one, your little edge crimper, great for distressing your edges. Finally, you're getting your 3-pack of your glue pens with the 3 different nib width. You're paying for all of that as part of the deal, but when you get all those goodies, we are giving you absolutely free of charge, included in this collection, your little craft tool storage bag. Great for popping a lot of these tools inside there to store them, and doesn't it look absolutely fabulous with that navy polka dot design? Absolutely gorgeous. Now, brilliant deal on that. Make sure you're snapping that up because that ends at midnight tonight. Now, demo of the show. Ooh, it was a tight one, but demo of the show is demo number 2.
Oh.
Demo number 2. Oh, I have to say, I think that might have been my favourite. I did love that box, but all absolutely stunning demos on today's show. Michelle, it's been a pleasure to be with you for the second half. It's been lovely. Hopefully, they might not allow us together again, let's be honest, but hopefully, hopefully. Lots of brilliant demos, lots of great inspiration, but if you're wanting to recreate all the fabulous things that Michelle's made during today's show, make sure you're checking out that Shop the Day page. Lots of incredible offers on there, and as well, make sure you're snapping up your offers today if you want to get your free gift of your swing card die. Each day, Monday to Friday this week, you will be getting a different free gift, so it definitely pays to be checking out every single day. Don't forget your daily deal ending at midnight tonight, and of course you've got till 5 o'clock, so just an hour left to get your entries in for your Make Me a Winner competition that we're announcing on tonight's show. It's been a fabulous show. It's been great to be here for the second half. I'll be popping in on Wake Up Call on Wednesday, I do believe, so I will see you on Wednesday. But until then, make sure you tune back in at 6 o'clock UK time tonight. Ben and Michelle will be back for another fabulous Money Makers. But until then, take care.